So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's a really well-measured ball. Ferran Torres.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's a decent chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been cut short. Lima. And here's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. And the shot! And that is wildly off target. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ferran Torres gets into a good position. Well, that has not gone well. Schmidt, still goalless at the moment. Sabitzer. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Austria definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Ferran Torres is flagged offside. Played out towards the right wing. Cucurella wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement, and he's certainly on... Oyarzabal!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Just eases him off the ball. Gavi. Schmidt. And it's Lima. It's Schlager. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Kalajic. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. He is through. And the shot! Good, strong hand by the keeper. Schmidt. Schlager. Fabian Ruiz. Searching pass he's played there. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chance for a shot! That's really well cleared. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And here's Oyarzabal. And the ball's come loose here. This time, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Spain
21
have their second corner
será
now.
reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
And now they can clear their lines. Austria have the chance to go the other way. And here's Yamal. Schlager. And he skips past his man. Spain making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around.
Habrá
And
un
it's
minuto de
Pedri.
descuento.
And here's Yamal. Chance! Oh, off the bar! Alaba clears. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets us going once more.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Lima. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. And a chance! And yes, it's there! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
Gol de España. Marcó en el minuto 50 el dorsal 7.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's a shade optimistic. Posh. For Schmidt. Posh. Lienhardt. Posh. For Schmidt. Now it's Kalajic. Pedri. Over to the right flank. Schmidt. Lima. Nicely weighted ball. And they can counter here. He's got away. And he's intervened well there. Rodri being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's been closed down first.
And it's made its way to him. Gavi! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Gavi in acres of space out wide. Takes a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Spain do have options available on the... And he's let fly! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Linhart deals with that comfortably. Lima. Linhart. Alaba. And that's another good win of the ball. Yamal tries one from range. Oh, it's hit the post. Great reaction. And no mistake. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Austria appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Laporte. And it's Pedri. And it's Gavi. And he cuts out the supply. Schlager. And here's Yamal. He'll try from distance. Keeper always had the measure of that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So their fourth corner of the game. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Gavi. Looking to play him. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
El dorsal 19.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Alaba. It's Schlager. Now it's Sabitzer. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Austria are looking to go forward now. Now it's Arnautovic. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, almost a sixth!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. No, he's not getting his way this time. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Goes for it! It's a goal! But that is not going to count.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Can he get it through? Gavi. Yamal. Chance! And that's past the post. And that's it. Spain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Ferran Torres claiming the Man of the Match award, And there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got Fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Oh no, what has happened here? Vitinha has a look and plays it forward. Modric and Stanisic. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh no, no circumventing. Good effort from distance. He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Modric. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's beautifully weighted. And he can thump it away. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Neves. No outsmarting him this time. No, that's been intercepted. Portugal are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Quarter of an hour played. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, it's a Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he should have made them pay.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Bruno Fernandes. Nicely worked. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vuskovic. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Vuskovic. And it's Perisic. João Cancelo does well to get it back. Another throw-in. In with the challenge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Bachurina. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. Modric. Bachurina. Pasalic goes looking wide, gets a good foot in there. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Ronaldo. And he's straight offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cristiano Ronaldo. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Vardiol. Pasalic. Over to the right flank. Now that's well seen too. It's a pretty loose pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Sucic. Now Baturina. Distributed tidily. And it's Stanisic. Nicely shaped ball. Pass somewhat off target.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And that was nowhere near his best. Now who's going to be first to this? Cristiano Ronaldo! The captain scores!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on the moments that can elevate his game and this game.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Portugal probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Portugal with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So the action resumes.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Modric. Now it's Perisic. Pinches it off him. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pasalic. Played out to the left flank. And he's had it nicked away. Bernardo Silva. Vuskovic cuts out the pass. That's a sharp pass. And that has been slung wide. Perisic. Now the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now he's got space here. Vuskovic gets across to intercept that. Modric. And it's Stanisic. And that could set him on his way.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries from a long way out. No, just not quite.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Baturina. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this...
A header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Vardiol bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. That's a good ball. Picked out brilliantly. It's a goal! Do not write them off. Back they come.
Marcou para a Croácia. Aos 73 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 17.
Croatia restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Searching pass is played there. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Croatia are looking to break at pace. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Vuskovic makes the interception.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's made its way to him. Pasalic. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Croatia are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Deftly out wide. Now it's Perisic. He's got away. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Bernardo Silva. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Vuskovic gets it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Croatia have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vuskovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Perisic. It's run loose here. Pasalic. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim. Oh, off the bar! Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 3 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 18.
Croatia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Stanisic. Sucic. João Neves does really well there, he is strong. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Threads one in. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And it's in! 2-0 and in next to no time.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 11 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 8.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a good ball out wide. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Perisic. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes for the shot! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here. Vardiol. It's not an especially... Oh no, this does not look good. He takes a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Bernardo Silva. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Perisic. Foot in. Vega. Distributed tidily. And they can counter here. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Pedro Neto was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Bruno Fernandes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lobbed in behind. Well, a glitch with the range. That could spell trouble. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And we have our very first corner. Bernardo Silva! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Cancelo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found the way through. Out of play for a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. That is lovely. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Baturina. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's let fly. And that's past the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And this is Bernardo Silva. Looking for options for movement. Baturina. Cristiano Ronaldo applies the finish! And that's wide.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Sucic. And it's Stanisic. Perisic. He's picked his way through. And that brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Portugal have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. The second period is underway. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a sharp finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, that has not gone well. João Cancelo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great ball if he can get there. Vuskovic gets across to intercept that. Shooter. Oh, what a mistake! Stanisic. Dinks one through. No luck with that dink over the top. Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he can clear it away. João Cancelo. It's a really well-measured ball. This looks promising. Shoots! This time, surely! And he's stuck it away! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Com a camisola número 18.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Plays a sharp little ball here. That is good strength. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against it. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Número 7.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Perisic, and he's managed to get free. A quick look, thought about cutting inside, crosses it in. Pasalic, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now he's running away. Looking to play him in. Perisic. It's Pasalic. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A pierce. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Modric. Baturina. Now it's Perisic. Oh, that's fabulous. Vuskovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Bruno Fernandes. Croatia do have a chance to counter here. Space for him to turn and look. Now there's the header! Off the post! Vitinha. Spread it left. Can he spark a counter here? Can he get on the end of this? Vuskovic cuts out the pass. Schutalo. That has been slung wide. Sucic aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! And he couldn't keep it down.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Vitinha, who has set up 2 goals. And it's been played through. Oh, that's a key interception. Vardiol. And it's Pasalic. João Cancelo gets over and intercepts. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, this could be a chance. And it's been given away. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. And he's in on goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to dink it through. Decent chance! And that is faded wide. Knocks it into space. And it's made its way to him. Big chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So, a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And that's it. Portugal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the hero in this game. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation?
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Over to the right flank. It's a searching pass. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, off the bar! Ronaldo looking sharp there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. Oh, well played. Perisic. Bruno Fernandes. Pasalic. Perisic. And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but...
Getting up there!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. Now it's Bernardo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schutalo. Still goalless. He's had it taken off him.
Croatia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Šutalo. Sučić. That has been slung wide. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. That's tidy. Forced to go back. Oh, that's a fine interception. Stanisic.
Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Stanisic. Now who's going to be first to this? And Croatia can counter-attack now. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that is... Can he finish? Stanisic. And it's Pasalic. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pass is just off target. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Modric. Now Šutalo. It's just beyond his reach. Vitinha.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Stanisic. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. Down to business again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Can he get it through? Neatly clipped into space. And he cuts out the supply. Modric. Baturina. Now it's Perisic.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo, given the lift of his goal. Knocks it into space. That's the keeper's ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that little bit of skill has got him away. Sucic, spread out to the left.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. And that's definitely not his best. Portugal are ahead here by what is... Decent chance! So, third corner of the game. Deftly away. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. This looks promising. Pasalic. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Perisic. Now it's Pasalic. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was mighty close. Sucic. And that was nowhere near his best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's the header! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Played out towards the right wing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a brilliant intercept. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Croatia choosing to make the first change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Croatia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Pedro Neto.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Bernardo Silva. That's a shade optimistic. Vlasic. Played out to the left flank. Araujo gets across to intercept that. João Neves. Vuskovic spots it and intercepts. Vlasic tries to play it through. Well, played right into his path. Diogo Costa gets it clear. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And they're quick to get it back. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to...
And that will be the final act. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
We are just getting started. Searching pass he's played there. Aimed beyond. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. João Neves. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Ivan Perisic, is a real picture of versatility. A natural winger, a very good one, as evidenced on both the world and European scenes. But his excellent work rate allows him to take on all sorts of extra roles, and even wing-back at times.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Nice sequence of passes, this. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, shooting chance! This their second corner of the game. Oh, he's been caught napping. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. Pasalic, spread out to the left. Oh, that pass isn't the best. So we're still where we started right now. Vitinha. Ronaldo is on. He's had a shot! So, third corner of the game. Sutalo is there, and he can get that clear. Croatia are looking to go forward now. Stanisic. And the counter is on. Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's rather hopeful. Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Perisic. Oh, super ball. Baturina showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's made its way to him. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Decent chance! Goal! Portugal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Short changes him with that pass, pinches it off him. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away, and the shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He is through here. Perisic delivers. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now he's got space here. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that was asking for too much. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Stanisic gets across to intercept that. That is ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target. And the whistle goes for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Portugal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And here is the first touch of the second half. João Neves to Bruno Fernandes. Baturina. He's found a way past. Spread it left. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Modric. Pasalic. Bruno Fernandes. That's going wide left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is chance, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Shutalo. And it's Modric. Sucic. Now it's Baturina.
Such good technique.
No, he refuses to take the bait. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Pasalic. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cristiano Ronaldo, currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Spread to the right. Sucic. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good-looking ball. Over to the right flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Modric.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Sucic proves just a little bit too strong. It's out for a goal kick. Vuskovic is there and he can pick it up. Now that looks a decent ball. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught on. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Nice physical challenge. And this is Ronaldo. Stanisic. Well, that has not gone well. Modric. Now it's Baturina. And it's Sucic. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedro Neto. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Perisic. Half an hour gone in the second half. Bruno Fernandes. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's destined for the flank. Vega cuts it out. João Cancelo. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Pasalic. Vuskovic. And that's another good win of the ball. Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. He's on it. Can he get away? Lovely. Now then. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Not the most accurate pass. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Threads one in. Perisic receives it and shoots! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Pasalic. Vlasic. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just about within shooting range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
And it's Bernardo Silva, and he's worked it through. And this is Ronaldo.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Schutalo. 2 minutes to be added on. Vlasic. Great vision. This looks promising. He's had a shot! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Portugal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Pedro Neto claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We are just getting started. João Cancelo. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Perisic has had an interesting career, Peter. Never really...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Volleyed effort.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Distributed tidily. Opts for safety. Perisic. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Baturina. Good ball, good take. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's going for goal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and
he's let fly! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. João Neves! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bruno Fernandes thinks one through. Bernardo Silva has it in a wide position. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Portugal score first.
Aos 21 minutos de jogo, o camisola.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It's a throw-in. Now the ball in. Oh, great leap! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Bruno Fernandes. Nice looking ball. And that has been cleared. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Shutalo.
Croatia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Stanisic certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Surely now! Not a bad try by any means.
Vuskovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Just eases him off the ball. João Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a hit! Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pasalic. Well timed, excellent interception. João Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's lofted through here. Pasalic. Baturina, who's set up one goal so far. João Neves. Sucic. Bruno Fernandes. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bruno Fernandes! Superb goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal have their lead. Stanisic might just make this. And it's Sucic. João Neves. Searching pass he's played there. Perisic. Now Baturina. So a temporary halt to the action. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Portugal are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Vamos dar as boas-vindas às duas equipas.
Away we go again. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get... Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
João Neves. Vuskovic wins the duel this time. And it's Sucic. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot a goal! And that's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Croatia dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb!
Well, that's what you call taking charge, and what an absolutely superb way to do it. What a tone setter this could be for this second half.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Perisic. He has found the way through. Baturina has it out wide and in space. He's got away. Impressive jump. Vega gets it away. Vitinha played into space. Oh, delightful ball. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pasalic. No, he's not getting past him there. And this is Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at the space here. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Baturina. João Cancelo. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ronaldo. Baturina. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him out.
Vitinha, and here's the chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. That was travelling. Baturina receives it in a good position here. He's having a hit! Straight at the keeper.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Pasalic. Vardiol. And it's Perisic. Vuskovic gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running. Now this could be a chance. João Neves gets a good foot in there. Now it's Pasalic. Pasalic gets flagged offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Pasalic. Now Shutalo. Vuskovic. Tries to play it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! A finish of true class! It's all becoming so easy. He gave it plenty and some, trashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He is through here. A lot and a chance! Cristiano Ronaldo. Pasalic. Nicely weighted. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Keeper's dealt with that. That is great defending, so alert. He's rising! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Great vision. A probing pass. And it's Stanisic. Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vuskovic. It's Vlasic. Bernardo Silva. And he's heaved it away. Terrific effort! He's kicked it out just. Chance here to counter. Vega makes the interception. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that will be it. Portugal really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the...
And there's the shot! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Joao Felix. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nicely worked. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And no, that was never going to make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crosses it in. Takes a shot. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Christie, shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. João Cancelo. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Perisic. Can he get on the end of this? Pasalic finds himself offside. Still goalless. And he cuts out the supply. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And he's there to belt it away. João Neves. And here's Can he finish? It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. And Portugal score first. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Araujo. Bernardo Silva. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rafael Leao. Oh, perfectly measured that. Vitinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Joao Felix threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's ambitious. Araujo. And it's Neves. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Chance for a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Modric. Perisic. Pasalic. And the shot! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Ronaldo wins the duel this time. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Perisic just eases him off the ball. And it's Neves. Chance, surely! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Perisic is herring after that one. Croatia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de
And this is
compensação.
Ronaldo. And here's Christian. Takes the shot! Rising over the bar.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
And that has left him in a heap. Over to the right flank. Bernardo Silva. Joao Felix. Pass is just off target. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
این بار دیگه خطایی نیست و بازی داره ادامه.
Vamos aplaudir a entrada em campo dos nossos jogadores.
So the action resumes. And here's Perisic. He's got away.
گونزالو راموس بازیکن تعویضیشون گلزنی کرد. در 4مین دقیقه زمانهای تلف شده. حالا این پرتغاله که میره به مرحله بعدی و برابر اسپانیا باید قرار بگیره. چه بازی بشه اون بازی.
Good finish.
ببینیم با هم صحنه آهسته رو. ارسالی که رافائل لیاو انجام داد و تو چه شرایطی ضربه سربازی وارد کرد.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
94مین دقیقه و گل دوم